What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Drea Kay, back with another episode of Let's Tell a Story. I have another special guest here, Miss Lucy.
Hey, y'all.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Tell the people what you do and where you from.
Okay, well, my real name is Qunita, and I have a lot of stuff going on, but I have 3 major platforms. I have a nonprofit, and that's where I go feed the homeless, and I get blankets for the homeless. I reach out. Never know when I'm going to go out there. Whenever I feel like it, if I have something extra in my pocket, I go out there. I also have Lucid Sportswear. That's one of my companies. And I also have Lucid Closet. That's actually for sickle cell parents and sickle cell kids that need to pick up the phone, need to talk to me, need to call me, might need a ride here, might need a couple of groceries, might need a couple of dollars in their pocket. And I also have my new platform that I've been having for a year, Talking with Lucy Lou, where I have lots of people that came on my show and told their story, backstory, inspirational stories. So yeah, that's a little bit of what I do.
It sounds like you're very passionate for the people.
I am.
Where did you get that from?
Well, I'm gonna say when I was like, I wanna say 4. My grandmother's name is Lucy, and I'm little Lucy, and my grandmother used to feed everybody.
Yeah.
And
Out of the house?
Yes. And I was excited to be in the kitchen. I'm like, what I could do, Mama? You know, and I just kept nagging her. She like, just come on. You go, just do something. Just do something. So if it was just putting a fork in a napkin or just putting the food on the tray, it was always something. And I love to talk to people. So me as a child growing up, I always would talk to people. I always would want to help. I always said when I get older, no matter what I do, I want to affiliate with people and I want to help out. And my mama was the same way. My mama feed the whole neighborhood. And so my passion for people is like expanded very wide now, you know, because I done met all types of people within the last year. I done overcome all types of obstacles in the last year.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Obstacles.
Yes.
Well, this is Let's Tell a Story. Tell us what obstacles you done been through, because it's a lot of people. And I was telling our crew this morning, like, it's a lot of stuff that a lot of people are going through behind the scenes that they don't talk about. So if you want to shed light on some things that you went through or, you know, that you're getting through, you know, share. Tell us.
I feel like I let my light get dim, and I should have never let that happen. But when you caught up with being in love or you caught up with being with somebody, you start losing yourself and you start putting everything in their hands. You start putting your career in their hands. You start putting your life in their hands. And so I was going backwards and forwards with it. I really care about this man. I really love this man. So you know what? He got my best interest. But then I would get these opportunities come to me and I would say, hey, I got this opportunity, and it get knocked down. So it's like I went through that of really just finding myself through my career, saying that, hey, you know, this is what I'm destined to do. I don't need anybody. I need self and God. Because even when you have somebody and they're not there for the right intentions, you still get messed over.
That says a lot too. Just having the right group of people around you, especially in the line of work that you're doing. Like, you need positive, uplifting people that don't necessarily judge you for, you know, feeding the homeless or, you know, helping sickle cell patients and everything like that. Like, you really have to have a heart for what you're doing, and to not have anyone around you that shares that same, you know, passion and compassion. I understand that.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, I did it because I loved it. They did it because they wanted clout.
Yeah.
They did it because they feel like, hey, I'm doing something and I will get this woman. Or I you know, like they didn't do it for the love of the show. So I had been battling it, and I had, I want to say 3 weeks ago, I kind of just said, you know what? Take that up off of my thing completely. I'm going to work solo. And I'm going to see how this solo get me. And ever since then, I've been getting opportunities. But I see now, as I get opportunities, you start seeing the rage and the hate.
Talk about it.
So it's like when God started work for you, it's like the devil started work for them.
Hey.
So when you get these opportunities, or when you say, hey, I got this going on, I got that going on, and they really not happy for you, they really looking at you sideways, so they really trying to do anything to break you down. Anything. I know in this field she weak, so I'm gonna break her down. But see, me, I pray for my weakness.
Girl, me too. Jesus, help me, Lord.
So, I mean, I might be weak, but I'm never beat.
Yeah.
So I pray for my weakness. But yeah, as you see your blessings coming, you see, you know, how the devil can work or what's their real intention. So I had been going through that for almost 8 months, just blind to say, you know what, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And having right in front of my eyes, like I have a brother that's a real big promoter. He's part of the delegation.
The delegation. Shout out.
Mel Real or whatever. And he had these big old parties downtown, it's the Lux, and you know, and we just be running, and he like, sister, he not the plug.
He ain't the plug.
I am the plug. He like, I'm your big brother. Like, you running. What you running for? They come up here, don't nobody know him. I'm like, and you know what? Just him having that hardcore talk, like, you know, look at all the stuff that you accomplished, and look at all the stuff that you're still doing. You cannot stop. You got to keep going, no matter what happens, no matter how the devil works. So I've been going through obstacles of that. I've been battling that, and I've been also battling being depressed too from that, because it's like you look at yourself and you're like, dang, I really let me go for someone. And you would think that you're smarter than that. You're like, I'm smarter than that. I shouldn't. I let myself go. I'm smarter than that. But you beat yourself up. But my mom always told me, it takes a fool to be in denial.
For too long.
Yes.
Expecting different results, doing the same thing.
Yes.
So would you say, in your perspective or in your experience, you've learned or you're coming to learn that who you're connected to in a relationship is very detrimental, or it can be very helpful to your career and where you're trying to go in life?
It depends on if they got career driven, if they got determination, if they're not stuck in a circle. That's what it determines. Like now I realize I need to, even if I wanted to get another partner, or I wanted to, you know, not deal with this partner again, before I could deal with anybody, I got to be strong enough, me, personal. So even if I do decide to have somebody else or still deal with this person, you know, I still have to be strong enough. So it's the strength is within you, but you have to have somebody that wants it as bad as you want it, and that have something to have a career, have something to work towards. Because people that don't have nothing to work towards, the only thing that they doing is trying to build whatever you work towards, or they trying to come on a bandwagon and hope that you fail. So you have to have somebody, and that's me. That was my problem. That's my weakness, the love for the people. I deal with people that ain't career driven. I just deal with them like, yeah, I'm gonna deal with them, I'm gonna give them a chance. But no, you can't. When they cross you, you gotta let them go. The first time.
The first time, not the 8th, not the 10th. The first time.
That was the first time. I mean, I don't know how many times. I don't want to say it.
We're not keeping count.
No.
We're not keeping count. So tell us about your upbringing. Like, where are you from? How did you grow up?
Okay, so I'm originally from San Gabriel, but I lived in Gardere all my life. So
G-Lane.
Yes. So that was a part of me actually giving back to Gardere, like doing Thanksgiving and doing Christmas, and also for Easter. I did Easter with my family because we lost our cousin. So her name was Lady Q. She got killed in Tigerland.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So me just being a mother, being in the line, trying to get Christmas gifts, being a single mother, you know, not having it. So it was like, Lucid, you know, what you gonna do? So I actually bring my kids out there so they can actually see, like, you know, all the iPhones and everything y'all have now. This is where mama came from. So they actually give the gifts to him. You know, my son, he like to do it. My daughter, she be excited. And my sister feed him because that's where we came from. The love of the hood, you know, and that's why I do it.
What did you learn growing up, being from Gardere, and that lifestyle growing up there? What are some things that you kind of learned?
Survival. Survival. To not be Gardere. To be from Gardere.
Yeah.
And I had to, the survival of poverty, the survival of being young, getting pregnant, the survival of, you know, watching everything as a child, the survival of being young and watching everything that wasn't right, and still doing everything that wasn't right. So I was 17 dancing, and I danced for a very long time. I thought like that was quick money, not because I had to do it. It's just that being in Gardere, being around, you see so much.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I didn't fall to was drugs, because that just wasn't me. But everything else, I really just, you know, you had to survive. You had to survive. It's like you'll never get out. And when I did get out, I must say I graduated from college. So that was a good thing. And, you know, I actually got my kids out. You know, I actually was grateful to kind of pull them out. And that's it. Like they said, you're from the island. If you don't know how to swim, you won't survive. A lot of my friends are on drugs right now. A lot of my friends.
And they still from Gardere, or?
Yeah, they on drugs. It's just when I see them, you know, I don't act funny, but I always say thank God that God gave me a strong mind to just, you know, get out of that. I watch people die right in front of me. It's, you know, yeah, I didn't watch bullets. It's so much that you see that the news don't tell it. But if you can't survive, you will be Gardere. But I'm from Gardere, and I tell people that you're not. I'm from Gardere. I did everything that the people did in Gardere, but I changed. So yeah.
So take me through the journey of you. You say you was dancing for a while. Take me through that journey. Like, how old were you?
I was 17.
17. Okay. Yeah. And
I stopped dancing when I was like.
You dancing out here 32. In Baton Rouge?
I danced everywhere. I went to like at least 14 different states. Yeah. I hiked. I did my dab. What stopped me was when I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what happened to me. I just knew something happened. So.
You had an experience, an encounter?
Yeah. So, and also my son was getting older. So I was like, it's good fast money, but I didn't want that money no more. I started working, and during the pandemic, I got Lucid. That's when I got Lucid sportswear. And I started selling baskets, I started selling clothes, I started selling sportswear. And I was like, man, I've been out of job for 2 years. This thing carried me on for 2 years. But then I did the commercial. So when I did the commercial, nobody knew. A lady had donated like a lot of money. The lady donated some change to me.
To your nonprofit or to your business?
To my nonprofit. And then people was just in my ear like, Lucy, you always talking to people, you know. Even when you're going through something, you always laughing and talking. You want everybody. have you ever tried a podcast? So that's when I started my podcast. But it wasn't that easy. I've been through the drama. I've been through the try error. I've been homeless before for months. Just, now that I look at myself, I done been in worse situations. So now that I'm blessed to be where I'm at now, even I'm blessed to be here, sitting talking to somebody else.
Oh, let's tell a story.
Yeah, like I'm just blessed to, be here. A lot of people in my hood, like I'm the only one that really have a podcast. I'm really the only one that come out there and do stuff. I feel good, when people be like, "Oh, Lucy, I'm proud of you." Older people, thank you for, doing. So it makes me feel good.
So it sounds like your experiences contributed to your purpose and what you're able to express through your purpose now, which is your businesses and your nonprofit and everything like that. How did you get to a place where you have endured so much in the strip club, so much in the streets? How did you mentally get yourself out of that environment?
My kids. My son, he actually has sickle cell. And he actually been in the hospital, I want to say 60% of his life. And every time I want to give up, I just look at him and be like, I remember bringing you with me going dance. You having a feeding tube, you know what I'm saying? Me taking it out, And also my son that's autistic, that didn't start talking till he was 6. So when I look at all the trials that I done been through with my kids, I used to ask God all the time, like,
why?
Why me?
Why me?
So now I see that God said, this is your purpose. That's why. So, I just look at those two and just be like, and of course my other kids, but, I just keep pushing. Even when I want to give up. I was going to give up today. I wasn't even going to come here.
Thanks for coming.
I got distracted. The devil distracted me through somebody. So.
As always.
And my daughter looked at me and she was like, Mama, you better go. I'm like, huh? She like, you better go. She like, he gonna be there, oh well, let him, how a girl is. And I'm like, okay, Amaya, I'm getting up. So that's how I get through it.
And I think it's like going the spiritual route. I think a lot of people kind of question God about their circumstances and things like that, and they don't realize that God is using them in the moment until they get out of it, until they endure it. So what were some things that you had to keep in your mind while still going through it? Knowing that you have, a relationship with God and that this time that you're going through is rough, but what were some things that you said to yourself? How did you encourage and motivate yourself through them times?
I must say, I said, if I don't do it, nobody else will do it. If I don't, keep my head up high, nobody else would. My kids need me. And that goes back to say that none of their daddies was in their lives. Like my last two, give it up to them. Horrible, we don't get along, but a great father.
Yeah.
So I just had to keep pushing. Like I'm like, what would make my kids smile? It's just that was going through my head. Lucy, keep pushing. Remember when you was doing this and you was way back here? Keep pushing, Lucy. You gotta keep pushing. Like you gotta do it. You gotta do it for your mama. You gotta do it for your daddy.
You gotta do it for you.
I gotta do it for me.
And you're doing that through everything that you have going on now. Tell me about your podcast and everything you got going on over there.
So basically, my podcast is for all audience. It's just basically they sit there and they talk about, how they became who they are and what they got going on, and some of the backstory. I just basically I get a certain selection of people. Like, I don't want to just keep a rapper. I never had a rapper on there. Nothing against rappers.
We love the rappers, Baton Rouge. Hey.
We do. I just haven't. My thing is, I sit back and I'm like, who do I want? And I didn't realize only one rapper I really want. That's just one rapper.
Yeah.
And and it's somebody that ain't even been battle rapping.
Who are you talking about?
Spitter. That's who I really want. I really want him. So, I just I just pick people and we talk, and they gather their thoughts. They tell me all about their what they got going on. So yeah, I'll be excited.
So what are the type of conversations that you have on your podcast with your guests?
Okay, well, it depends on what they do. Like, I had Ghetto Waves on there.
Shout out.
Yes. And Ghetto Waves actually just was talking about, how they got there, and you know how he is. He gonna tell you how he done. He gonna tell you how he feel. You don't care about it. But I done had a stripper on my show before. I done had a girl with sickle cell on my show. I done had a DJ on my show. I done had an R&B singer. I had Tony Green on there. So when I get these people, I connect with them. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. And put that thing on
Silent.
Oh, silent.
Yeah, because it ain't nothing but the devil. I ain't even gonna read it.
So, with your podcast and everything, so what is the purpose of that, other than telling stories and everything like that? But I think it's more so to tell a different type of story, because we're from here. Y'all grew up here. I'm not originally from here, but you grew up here. You encounter a lot of people from here. It's just different. Right. Baton Rouge is different. Right. So are those the type of stories that you want to highlight, people being from here?
Yes. I definitely want to highlight the Rouge. And I done got offers for Houston, Atlanta. And I tell my friend, I always be like, come to Dallas, but this is where I want to start at home. Now, I'm going to go to Dallas, and I'm going to go to Houston, and I'm going to go to many other places, But I want to set my foundation here. So, yeah, I just, highlight, like I did DJ Bobby, the best DJ Mario. I just like doing people that's actually in the city doing something. Besides seeing them, you see them at events, give them a little hug and speak to them. You never know their story. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, with everything that you have going on, how do you feel like God is using you in all of those different businesses and things that you got going on? Like, what do you think your purpose is?
I think my purpose is for the people. My purpose is actually to be here for the people.
Be an example.
And I say that because I go back to Guardia, to where, what we got out there.
Empire Wings.
That's it. That's it. Who did we bring? What we known for? Besides fight and shoot, and that's it. So my purpose was to raise my hood up and let people know I'm from Guardia, but I'm not Guardia. Like, I'm doing all these things because that's what I want to do. And I'm grateful. So I would say that.
So what is it that you have going on? Like, what are some things that we can, kind of tune into and support you on?
Okay, so like I said, I go out to feed the homeless. And I didn't want to throw it out there, but I'm gonna have a ball for the sickle cell kids.
That's nice.
So I'm trying to at least do it in 2 more months. I want to actually invite, parents, give them one day where they could just go have fun and actually have a ball for sickle cell kids and autistic kids. I actually want the parents to come out and just bring the kids and them get their one day and y'all go have fun and I will be there with the kids. So yeah.
And what is the name of your nonprofit that you have?
My nonprofit is Speaking Volumes. Of course, I got Lucid Closet. That's for, sickle cell kids, but not just for sickle cell kids. Speaking Volumes is for disabled kids, and not saying that normal kids. I mean, even mentally.
Yeah.
If you got something going on mentally, I got that for So it's called Speaking Volumes, and the first event that Speaking Volumes is gonna have is gonna be for disabled kids. I'm gonna have a ball for disabled kids.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't wait. So I'm piecing it together because I work overnight. So. And I got my little kiddos, so whenever I get like some free time, I'm kind of piecing it together, and I'm gonna do my ball. I think I really believe in people. A lot of people don't know how hard it is to actually be there for disabled kids.
Yeah, it is a struggle. Just even knowing different, single parents at that, taking care of, children who have needs.
Yes, and mine's are older. Like mine's 19 and 17. So, I'm able to tell them it's okay. It's okay if he hit his head on the wall. It's okay if he starts screaming. Actually showing them like remedies that you can do, like get a thing of water, or with sickle cell, just rub them. It's okay if you gotta go to the hospital, just go to the hospital. Just cry in the closet. That's where Lucid Closet comes from. Because my son got so used to me crying to where he used to tell me in a hospital bed, he said, "Mama, go in the closet because you're making me weep." So I used to go in the closet and I used to cry my eyes out and pray. So now I want to let parents know that it's okay. It's going to be okay. I mean, a single parent that's just living off of disability.
Which ain't much.
No. And you got to, you can't really work because your son always in the hospital. Or your other son can't really go to school because they're not understanding what's going on. So I just want people to know it's okay. If I can do it, you can do it. And I did it at 18. I had 2 disabled children. So, yeah. That's what I feel my purpose is, to actually be here for those that need. That's in need. I love feeding the homeless. I love it. I go out there, I dance with them, I talk to them, I feed them.
Treat them like regular people.
Yeah.
Because that's what they are.
So, that's my purpose.
I'm excited for what you got going on. I really am.
I'm ready.
And we support you here at the Antidote Network. We support
Thank
you.
you. I'm going to hold y'all to it. Y'all ain't got to come and watch the kids, but y'all can come and wave.
Oh, no, we going to be out there. We pulling up.
Yeah, pull up. I want to at least 60 kids.
Yeah.
And I got a DJ. Shout out to this DJ. He know who he is. He said free. I sounded set
Free
down
99.
And this is somebody that's known. He said free, okay? So, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of people that got like a couple, D-boys. They got a hall. They like Lucy, I remember the Mocha Lucy, you know what I'm saying? I remember, you bought your bag. I remember, you was a D girl, it didn't matter. We can come knock on your door and lay down in your house, you know what I'm saying? I remember you leaving the keys, giving your car up, just like, got a couple, homies that, I done looked out for, and they like, hey, you can use this building. You can. So it's a lot of people that's actually reaching out to me because I I was in that world, not just in that world. I done helped a lot of people out. I'm ready. I'm excited. I got the music. I got the building. All they gotta do is bring the kids.
We just need the children, okay? If y'all are interested, make sure y'all check out everything, all the marketing, all of that's going to be out there for y'all. The information is going to be out there for y'all. Where can we subscribe to your podcast?
Okay.
Everything you got.
Talking with Lucid Lou on YouTube. Facebook, Qunita Wilson. And I have not quite did the Instagram yet, but I'm getting there.
I understand.
And my Instagram is natural_queen. Is it? Yeah, natural_queen. I think so. I don't know. Cause I be on Instagram. I just post pictures and post flyers. I don't know, but that's where they can find me at. And they want to come help me feed the homeless. They want to contribute to the the ball. They can contribute to the ball. Walking in a purpose. Whatever y'all want to do,
we ready.
Y'all want to give a plate out. I mean, I provide all the food. I'll provide all the food, all the culture, whatever I got to provide. I just love seeing Black, African American people work together. That's it. I love seeing it. That's just it.
It's definitely needed.
And that's what I want. And I'm excited.
Well, it was nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Miss Lucy Lou.
I enjoyed.
Yes, ma'am. Well, make sure y'all check out everything that Miss Lucy has going on. This is turning into something that, what am I talking about? I feel like these episodes are turning into something that we can think about how we can give back. Just, not just being on this platform and talking to each other, but actually working together, coming together.
Yes.
And, networking and actually being a part of something, creating something for the city of Baton Rouge. So if anyone is interested in collaborating or anything like that, make sure you all check her out, check us out, and that's the wrap. See y'all.